You know what time it is, CoastLife? It's time. Get your gloves on. How do you put boxing gloves on? Like there's like a Velcro strap.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm trying to think back to jab and flow.
Right. They would be disappointed in us. Yep.
Anyways, they're on.
They're hard to mime, as it turns out.
They are. We are boxing because it's the great debate. We were a little off on that one.
We were a little rough today on our great debate, but it's okay.
What's going on? Let's focus in. Time to debate.
Yes.
Okay.
Today's topic is one that I think we've actually sort of discussed a couple of times here on the show, sort of casually, as opposed to a more formal debate, like our great debate. But we're really just talking social media. Is life better with or without it altogether?
Okay. See, I feel like we tend to go a little lukewarm. We tend to go in the middle. But if you had to pick, you have to pick a side. No gray area.
I know.
What would you pick?
If I have to pick a side, I'm going to say better without. And I say that because we just can't use it in moderation at this point in like human history. Like at this point, social media I think is more detrimental than it is helpful overall. I think it stresses people out more. I think we're over-connected. I think it can be a great tool for connecting individuals. I mean, near and far. I think the world has, in a way, gotten so much smaller because of social media. You're connecting with people halfway across the world in an instant. I mean, there's so much that's so cool about it, and
that can also be dangerous.
It can also be dangerous. It can also, you know, you're also hearing world news constantly, whether it's world tragedies, it's whether, you know, your brain gets overloaded, and I don't think we're equipped to handle a society that's that big. To be honest. And I think that's kind of we're overstressed, and I think especially, you know, your teens and 20-somethings are even more so overly stressed about that kind of stuff because it's harder to compartmentalize, and like maybe you don't have so much stress that's as close to you in your teens and 20s, so everything is the end of the world. You've got global warming looming in the background. You've got tragedies in all around the world. You've got like there's so much packed into your head when you're a teenager, and you're like, I can't take it.
I'm going to copy and paste what you said actually, because I think we are better without it. Coming from someone who's almost pretty sure she's addicted.
I'm on TikTok all the time.
All the time. I just know for a fact, even on a smaller scale, I'm quite aware. If I go home and I put my phone away and locked it up and I couldn't get into it, I would be more productive. I know that for a fact. I'd be healthier in a lot of aspects. I'd probably have better eyesight, like everything. I just think too, the only good thing about it is the fun aspect. And the bad part about it is things like human trafficking. You know what I mean? I know that's extreme, but it's like there's no extreme good benefit.
And I mean, I think the creativity is where social media really flourishes. And I mean, we were just reading a meme and people's comments today on Instagram, and it was so funny and so fun. And you're like, this is why social media is a good time. But I do think at this point the negatives outweigh the good, and I think generally speaking we would be better off without it.
I saw something interesting, and it's a hot take, but hear me out. I saw some guys talking on TikTok, because I was on social media, and he was saying that he thinks social media has a lot to do with why maybe people aren't as happy in their relationships. Not the full reason. People are in charge of their own actions, but think of the temptation, how easy it is to cheat, how people are posting. You should be able to post, but you are posting maybe more showing more. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, and I think on the flip side, you've also got people who get on social media and they're like, if your man tries to take you to the Cheesecake Factory, he's trash. So like you're also comparing yourself to relationships that, you know, you have no business comparing yourself to. If Cheesecake Factory is good for you, it's good for you. Like
it's delicious.
It's your relationship.
Angel hair pasta at Cheesecake's delicious. Anyways, we're getting on topic. So good.
The bread basket alone.
So good.
But yeah, I think that's just kind of people get so carried away and things get so blown out of proportion on social media in a way that I just don't think we're as equipped as a society to handle right now.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so we are on the same page for this great debate. Let us know what you think, though, because you can always chime in on social media. You can also
ironically.
Go to our social media and chime in. It's on Facebook right now if you want to comment and respectfully debate each other in the comments.
We'd love to hear from
you. We do.
We do have a little bit more Coast Life coming your way, though, so stick around.